Hey guys, let me I guess we're gonna go this way. All right, cool. So in a bit of a little rush to do this because I couldn't find the front side of the old school metering block. This is a rear one. It has a power valve block off built into the metering block. So this is like old school technology, old 4150 Holley stuff. You can see it's got a couple of wells in it, and nothing like what this newer style metering block is. As you can see, you have different wells, restrictors, whatever you guys want to name them. You can change these parts in and out to control fuel mixtures. And there's two other ones behind the air. Let me pull it out real quick. I know you guys are looking up in the air. Just give me 1 second. Oh, don't tell me. Oh. I got all my stuff just kind of around, and I haven't organized a little bit. I'm kind of bad at that. There we go. So I actually have a tool for these, but I don't have time for that. I'm trying to do demonstration. All right, cool. So the issue is car feels strong under load, right? Wide open throttle. Volt. Everybody knows the terminology. If you don't, now you learn. Another thing is most people that haven't had the time to mess with carburetors, some people don't know what to look for. This guy in particular is really, really smart, so he knows what he's doing. I just think that maybe just haven't looked into it enough, is the power valve sequence or the power valve channel. And here, so not sure which one he has. If he has an updated one like this that has the restrictors inside that well right there, or something along this where the front meter and block doesn't have the restrictors on the wells or inside the power valve channel. You could drill these out depending on your application. You're gonna pretty much tune that to what your motor's gonna like. This is the power valve, has one gasket. Okay, it's gonna seat in there. You can see that there's a crevice for the gasket to sit in there. All right, and how you measure this, I'll back around because I have one sitting right here. This is the main body for that old carb. This is the rear, obviously, where your vacuum would be pulled. Whack, whack. Do I have this backwards? Hold on. No, it's right. This is the rear. This is the front. You pull this off, hook a vacuum gauge up to it, and the vacuum that you draw in an automatic car needs to be in park. No. It needs to be in drive. Sorry. It needs to be in drive. That's where you're going to get the accurate vacuum reading or mercury reading, however the correct terminology is. That's what you need. And then what you do is you put it in drive. Let's say it idles at 12 on the gauge. Well, then at that point you would put in a 6.5 power valve or a 5.5. It really all depends on what you want to do. I don't mind being more aggressive because my setup is more towards racing. I don't care about the fuel economy. I don't street drive my car. So that's what you would do. You would take the mercury reading that you get from the intake side of the carburetor, hook it on there. Whatever that number equates out to, divided by 2, and that's the power valve that you'll start. And if you look at Summit or Holley Jags, anybody that does videos on this stuff, or any good carburetor person, they'll tell you divided by 2. If it's 6, go with a 5.5, right? Or go 1 under, because I believe they go in 0.5 intervals. So 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, all the way up. Timing's another thing. You know, if you got a lot of timing in the car and you know it has a lot of timing, chances are that'll create somewhat of a stumble if the power valve's not correct in it. But that's just something you guys are gonna have to mess with and tune. And different carburetors for different applications, there are differences. That's something that we're all gonna have to realize at one point in time. I'm not a master at this carburetor stuff, not whatsoever. There's things that I'm learning still every single day. I picked up a carburetor book. I watch YouTube videos. So hopefully this helps a couple of different people. There's all different types of circuits and carburetors, right? You can get a 2 circuit, 3 circuit, 4 circuits. I mean, you can count individual circuits. There's like 12 circuits if you really want to get technical. Some people don't use a power valve. Some people pull the power valve out, they block it off, they jet it up 10 sizes. And I've seen people do that. All depends on what you want to do. But yeah, I mean, it's very important. You know, tip in, you know, the car is running around fine. You get off the gas, you go to lay back into it, it has a hiccup or a stumble, and then people think, oh, it's the you know, it's the jets, or the squirter's too big, or the squirter's too small, or the accelerator pump's bad, or it needs another cam in it. I mean, yeah, those are different things. But the easiest way, one, make sure the power valve's not blown out. Easiest way to do that is start the car, turn all the needles in. If the car dies, power valve's good. Right? If it continues to run, then you know the power valve's bad. Where else am I getting to? That's the easiest way that I can explain it. I mean, I'm not really good at this stuff, but hopefully this helps somebody out there. You know, picking a power valve. Stick shift cars, power valve has to be adjusted with the car neutral. Another thing is make sure, you know, you're on a level ground. You know, I work in my driveway that's on an incline. Sometimes it's not sufficient enough. I mean, listen guys, there's all kind of things that go into place. So definitely you know, take your time with it. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and God bless.